Man, Haney got cooked so bad. Garcia cooked him.
As frequently as it needs to happen. Oh, he's got it right to get. Oh! Will the third time be the charm? 4, 5, 6. Rubber match between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Fight number 7.
What's up, everybody? It's D's Row. About to talk about the fights last weekend, man. I know it's a couple days, like 3-4 days, but I just want to talk real quick about this, man. All right, now we know that, from last weekend, it was Haney against Garcia at 140 for the champion. We know, we all know, right? We all know that Garcia did not make the weight, okay? We all know. All right, it's all bad. All right, it was by 3 pounds. Now, he said he didn't want to go right there for the extra 3 pounds because he probably been weak. And, I understand he didn't make, for the contract he did, he couldn't do it. So he paid him $1.5 million. All right, so he got paid. Now, Haney, he could also say, oh, I don't want to fight no more. So he had this decision for himself, too. He could say, nah. And, I have a friend and everything. He got pretty mad because I'm like, oh, Garcia cooked him bad. Talking about bad. He's all like, he didn't make the weight. He's like getting heck emotional about this stuff. It's like, dude, okay, I understand you are hella right. You're right. We all know that. But come on, people don't understand this. Garcia, they said that he's actually bigger. My bad. Haney was bigger than Garcia the day of the fight. He was bigger than him. All right. I think they were saying he's around like 160, 162 or something like that. And Garcia is like 2-3 pounds lighter than him. Oh my goodness. So how are we gonna talk about this? All right. Now we know he didn't make the weight for the champion, but he beat him though. Because if you think about it, for the fight, it was like the same height and same weight and everything right there, or the same weight, and he was actually bigger than him. So he just got cooked so bad, man. Haney is cool, okay? I'll be honest though. Haney is cool. But my whole problem with him is that he don't have power. Alright? Like ever since he went up to like great contenders to other people, like contenders, right? And when he got his champions and stuff and everybody else. I mean, we know he fought against like okay people. It wasn't like going against the man, but his style, it's more like Timothy Bradley, but I think Timothy Bradley, he's underrated because he was cool in his prime and everything. But my point is, when he fights, like he don't have no pop. It looks like he doesn't have any power, like pop on it. Just a little like poop, 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 poop. And the person that like they kind of like, oh, they took in like, all right, that ain't nothing. That's what it looks like. But my thing is, Garcia, he has power. Now I would love to see the rematch whenever it happens though. If Garcia against Tank rematch. If they go at like they should do it right there when he was at right there. Like 143, 144. They should, man. Now people's gonna say Tank is so short. You say he needs smaller and everything. Dude, that's boxing, man. If they seen like pound for pound, right? All right, we seen like Pacquiao when he went against. Ever since he went to like 140, actually 135 to 147. Everybody else after the weigh-in, the dudes was they're bigger from like 10 pounds to 18 pounds. Freaking like the second half of his career. Even went against who else over there? Oh no, Hatton. Ricky Hatton. Yeah, remember Ricky Hatton? He put him to sleep. Now my whole thing, what I'm trying to say, grade ones do that. Let's have it against Hands of Stone. When he went from 135 to 170 or 147. Okay, he went over there, went 154, 160, all the way up. He was hella smaller than everybody else. He's only like 5'6", and everybody else was freaking taller, from like 3 to 5 inches taller than him. Okay, we could go right there. And so let's go some old school people now, like 40s and 50s. Sugar Ray Robertson. This dude was fighting against people, when he went to like 175 at light heavyweight. Okay, this dude came up to like, how much is that? 15 pounds. And he did it. Because that's what we're trying to say. Like, because he wants to be the best right there. He's probably had freaking extra pounds on him. Maybe 10, 50 pounds too. So the whole thing is great fighters do that. If you want to have your legacy come up that kind of way. All right. Now, I would say Tank, let's say if he wants to get that big payday right there, I would say they should have the rematch. I don't know when. It'll have to be this year, maybe next year, whatever it is. If they have it, have that. You know, they don't have that. Look, man, last fight, what did he did to him? It was 136. That's where it's at. And after he can't get over this much pounds. So he put him handicap with he can't be this much for the weigh-in. Then after he can't get over like 9 pounds or something. So if you've seen his body, look, this is a picture right here. His body was all done, man. He just looked hella skinny, man. He looked like he was on crack or something. That was crazy. I was watching that, man. I paid money with this too. I bet people. I wasn't looking about all the clauses and everything. So I was hella tripping. I'm like, dude, man, after in the fight, the weigh-in, I already bet 2 people. 3 people, actually. So, man, after when I seen it, I'm like, oh, man, I didn't know all these clauses and everything, man. He about to lose because he's not going to be healthy. You have to be healthy, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever, Garcia, I think this dude, he's going to start hitting and stuff right there, doing this thing. People might hate him, love him, but we're going to see some good fights coming up now, man. If he keeps fighting just like Haney right there, going against everybody else right there, just keep fighting the best and best. What if he goes like 147, which he's probably going to do? I don't know. You never know. I mean, because, Crawford said he's going to go to 154. But what if he goes back to 147, maybe like later this year or next year? And he wins another fight. And then he has, 2-3 fights? And he fights for all the belts right there. That'd be crazy. That'd be a big pay-per-view fight right there. The only thing that, boxing is crazy now because they have 3, 4, 5, 6 different belts. Now there's no more HBO. I guess there's no more Showtime now. I don't know. I don't watch Showtime no more, but I heard there's no more Showtime no more. And it's hard to do that right there. To promoters, they're saying promoters are losing money. But my whole thing is boxing has to come back and just have the best fighters all the time. If you do, oh man, it's gonna be awesome. Always gonna be awesome, man. But all right, man, hit me in the comments. Tell me if you watched the fight. I watched it the next day right there on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't watch it right there. I was doing some other stuff, but I was watching the highlights. I was like, damn, he got dropped 3 times. Woo. And then you look in his eyes when he got dropped, he was like, whew, that dude hit me. He could pop. He could pop. Man, so I'd love to watch that rematch with Tank. But if not Tank don't do that, I would love him to fight against like Pitbull for that rematch. I think Pitbull won the first fight, man, but it was a close fight though. And I understand, but we want to see the best fights, correct? We all do. If Tank beats all of them, we're gonna be like, that's nice. But we just want the best against the best against the best. That's what we want in sports. When we went to Super Bowl, do we want to have like the best team against like a mediocre team? No, we always seen the best to see who's the best of that year, correct? Basketball, everything else like that. Baseball, we want to see the best. Boxing, we should make that right there. That's why we have UFC. Them dudes, even though, we can see about the money right there. They're not paying that much. But these dudes have against the best champion, against number 1 contender and all that kind of stuff. Someone gets hurt, the next person, then the number 2 go against them. That's what it's good about them for ESPN, not ESPN, but UFC and MMA. That's why they're all been cooking that for over like freaking, I don't know, 10 years. But anyways, man, let's go back to Garcia. So, man, I think Garcia, man, he's up now right now, man. He cooked him. He did his thing. He's right there on all those kind of stuff inside of freaking podcasts, talking crazy. And, hey, if you win, you can say what you want to, man. Oh, now, I know people's going to get mad because, of the fight when they did it, against Tank still. The money, not the money about, because he's talking about that he was hydration and everything. I mean, whatever, he was dry and everything. I mean, it's true though. Look at his body. It was crazy, man. He looked like, man, it was all bad. But hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think, man. You want to see the rematch? You want to see this fight, or what? Or do you think he's overrated, underrated, or do you want to see another one to see until tell him that he's right there for a pound for pound? All right, hit me in the comments, man. Like, subscribe, show love. All right, peace.